Mic check. What's up, you guys? How y'all doing? So we're coming back in. Big wins. We had some beautiful trades up, beautiful trade setups for the week.
Win, 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 win.
More wins for the team. So today we want to come back and do another charting session. A live trading session. Last night we charted the market to see what particular pairs we wanted to trade. Today we're going to take a look at the indices and a few USD pairs. So let's go ahead and jump right in. But before we begin, for those of you that want to trade, you are more than welcome to follow along with me for free. And to assist you in that process, we created a site and a free 9-day course that'll help you set up your live account, your demo account, so you can hop on with me and execute while I execute. If you're already familiar with trading, but you need a little assistance with understanding when to get in your trade and when to get out of your trade, again, this is for you. So for those few, head over to our website, ProfitTakersEU.com. Hit that courses tab. Sign up for that free course and come in, go green with the team and learn how to make profits without being present. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. So for the first setup, let's take a look at NAS 100. So last night, I noticed that not only did we make all-time highs on NASDAQ 100, but there were a few levels in the market that needed to be retested. In noticing that, oh, this is S&P 500. Okay, so yeah. So in noticing that, I pretty much waited until price consolidated on the smaller time frame. So show you guys exactly what I did. So right here on the 30-minute, I use a real simple concept with finding these trade setups, and I put all of these concepts into our book that's available on Amazon. So you hop on your trade with us, you like what we do, you like the risk reward setups that we find, all of that material is within that book that we have available on Amazon, 6 Steps to Trading with Consistent Results. Okay, that's also available on our website. But back to that trade setup. On the 30-minute, I noticed this break right here in price. Okay, so I'll turn this into a quick lesson. It's going to be real quick because I got to get back to this trading. So when you see the market in the uptrend, right? In order for this trend to remain valid, it has to continue to create higher highs and higher lows. So, really simple concept. When that market fails to print a higher high and it starts to trend sideways, as soon as it breaks that previous low, I'm looking at this area for entry in the opposite direction. Okay? Hold on, DJ. And this is exactly what I did to enter NASDAQ 100 and S&P 500. Okay? So we had the market moving up, creating higher highs and higher lows. As soon as it reached this point, we have this sideways movement. And as soon as we break below, I set what you call a limit order. And this is why I preach making profits without being present. A lot of people think, okay, I want to get into the world of trading, but in order to do so, what up, Shouty? That's my boy right there. In order to do so, I need to sit in front of the damn computer all day. And man, this is just not the case, okay? Yes, there is a learning curve, so you do have to practice, but being a slave to the machine, that's not what we preach. So you do your studying or your market review before you trade. And for the most part, all you have to use is limit orders to put yourself in these positions. And not only does that allow you to have access to the money without being in the room, but it also removes you from those pieces that most traders struggle with initially. And that's the mindset. If you don't see it, it can affect you. All right. And that's a big piece that we use. All right. Remove yourself from the mental aspect and let your technicals do the work for you. TP Sniper, what up, God? I see you. All right, so not only did we get that beautiful trade set up at the very highs, you know what? Matter of fact, I'm about to take a picture of my entry right now, and I'm going to post this on my page to show you guys how serious this is. I'm right in at the highs on this thing. All right. Give me a second. So I'm about to post this on my Facebook, and it'll go directly to my IG. All right, now, a beautiful thing that this thing did. Let me get the chart and my entry. Boom. You know what? They like, what the fuck? Let me make a video. All right, we're in our live charting session. I just want to show you guys my entry on NASDAQ 100 at all-time highs. We got a beautiful sell entry right at the break. Let's see how this thing turns out. All right, cool. So, right at the highs on the 30-minute, not only did it break to create a lower low, but it created a reversal pattern called a double top. This reversal pattern, it is relative, and what I mean by that is it depends on where you find this pattern. But in this case, we find it at the highs. So this is a really good place to look for a reversal when you see them at the highs. Vice versa for the lows, for the bottom reversals, like the double tops or the inverse head and shoulders. If you see them at the lows, those are the ones you need to look for. So if price pulls back to retest this area right here and it fails to create a new high, then we will see a continuation in this downtrend. Okay? So it's okay to see a little pullback. Don't freak out and close your trades too soon. You got to learn to let the market work for you when you enter these trade setups. So I really want to add another position on this trade since it played out so wonderfully. And what we'll do, I'll make this area right here the area for my next entry. And my stop loss will be above this high here. All right, cool. And our targets will be the same. So last night I just figured out the entire trade setup without giving us targets on that trade. So while I'm right here, let me go ahead and set these targets up. Now, for you guys that are trading actively and you do not know where to exit the market, this is the easiest thing that I can tell you to help you. Look at the past and see the areas where price struggled at previously. Those structural levels should be the levels that you close your trade setups and take some of your profit. So right here, this area, you got struggles right there. You got the market struggling here and here. Now, I do like to pretty much go like 33% of the entire move for each of my targets. So this will be target 1. Let's look right at this level right here. And let's make this our TP2. I'll just bring it up to right here. And right here where we have all of this consolidation, this area, this will be our TP1. So not only did we use the market to let us know where to enter, but we also used it to figure out where to put our targets. So from here, let's keep it simple. Let's just use our alerts and put it on each target and our stop losses. Let me use this one. And our stop losses. And this will pretty much begin the process of teaching you how to manage your trade setup. You don't have to sit put to manage your trade setups. All you need to do is be notified or alerted when something different happens within the market. And as long as you set up, like I said, those alerts to have those things in place, again, you can make profits without being present. So this is a 30-minute area. Let's go ahead and mark this. Now, why I mark this, because it's a flag. Normally when you see flags in the market, okay, they are retested. So we already discussed that the market needs to be moving up, okay? But in a lot of cases on the way up, you'll see something like this. The market starts to maybe consolidate, either moving to the side or creating a downward channel. These movements are referred to as flags. If it happens when price is moving up, it's a bull flag. If it happens when price is moving down, like this, for example, you see this move, that's a bear flag. Now, again, normally when the market prints these types of patterns, you will see a retest of the break in most cases. So right here where you see these breaks, in most cases, price will pull back to test those levels, and then it continues in that trend. Okay, so something this simple as far as a concept can put you in a position to make thousands, millions trading. The only difference in understanding it and executing it is your ability to trust the process and your ability to be disciplined. And in order to help you with that journey, we also created our mindset series. Because when I first started teaching people how to trade, and when I first started trading myself, we got to go to the full screen for this one. When we began this journey, I was great as far as analytics, but I was really poor with my mindset and my approach to the market. I was really abusive verbally to myself. When I made mistakes, I was cussing myself out. You dumb motherfucker. You saw, exactly what it was. You knew you wasn't supposed to do that. And that's a major thing, because I was programming myself to have an irrational response over a mistake. So now when it's time for me to get into my next setup, those ill words that I spoke to myself are ringing in the back of my fucking head like a song playing at max volume. So you know what happened? I was too afraid to execute on my trade setups because of the way I chose to speak to myself. And going through that journey, figuring out how big of an issue the mindset was, and also attempting to teach other people, noticing that they would struggle in the same area, not understanding trading, but their mindset, what they thought of themselves, what they thought they were worthy of, what they thought they could and couldn't do. All of these things proved to be a bigger fucking problem than trading itself. So we had to pull away. We created this mindset series just to help you challenge those concepts. And we also have a free trial for this as well. But there's nothing that you can align as far as a dime if you don't start with your mindset first. Okay? So let's get back to that action. So we just went over those flags. All right? Let's set an alert in front of this 30-minute double top, because we want to get in on that. So right now we are already in winning trades this morning. Let's go.
Win, 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 win.
Yeah. All right. So we also want to celebrate everything that we do, whether it's a lesson, or whether it's a winning trade. It's all a part of the process. So celebrate your lessons just as much as your wins, and you'll definitely shift your thought process to where you can accept everything that comes with trading. Damn, we dropping bars this morning, man. Big bars. So, man, look at this move. Let's see. Now, what we seriously might have to happen today is we could see a retest of this low or this flag before the market pulls back. In this particular area that we're looking for, this double top right here, this may get retested Friday. Okay? So what we don't want to do is get in our own way. So we're just going to let that run, and we're going to set this limit order for this trade here to activate once prices reaches this level. All right. We also took a look at gold. Yeah. Okay, so last night during the Aussie session, gold hit this level. Now, why we didn't take this trade, I can't tell you, but I had it marked up. It's kind of crazy. So the next level we're looking at on gold. Hey, what up, God? We got some more people hopping on and on IG. Yeah, I don't know. We slept. We definitely slept on this one. Now, with the way gold is shaping up, for all my gold traders, man, I wish I had a clip of TP Sniper just so you can say, I love gold. That's this gold member right there. So for this particular trade setup, I believe this is it's a 1 hour. Let me see. Okay, so on the 1 hour, we got this double bottom in here, right here. That needs to be retested. I could definitely see this thing going lower. Maybe all the way down to the 50. Yeah, we got a flag right down to 50. So let's go ahead and mark this area as well. But let's say just from a conservative perspective, if we get that target here, that's still a 1 to 5 trade setup, which is beautiful. Okay. One thing we want to make sure that you guys stick with is a risk requirement of at least 1 to 3. Because I don't want to get too far in the math, but I see a lot of trade setups going around at like 1 to 1s, 1 to 2s. And you have to be extremely accurate as a trader to be profitable when you're doing something like that. So you know what? I actually created a presentation for our live meetings. For you guys that stick around, what I'll do is I'll share that presentation with you guys live today. All right. Around, let's see. I'm maybe going to sit in this trading session for this trading session for another 20 minutes. And I will share this presentation for the live events for you guys online just to show the love. And after that, I open it up for some questions for the guys that really want to get some help, and we'll just go from there. So on gold, this thing rejected right here at this level, but it also left all of these lows down here. If price does not reject either here or here, we will get a break. Okay. Now, how low price goes after that break, that's to be determined. That's why we just identified the next levels of structure that are underneath it. And so far, it's that double bottom on the 1 hour and this area right here on the 50 fib. So for the first target, you potentially got a 1 to 7. All the way down here, it's a 1 to 11 trade setup. Okay. So we can still actually get into this trade. It's always a way. It's always a way. And once you understand really price action itself, you know, I do use some indicators, but they're only for confirmation. We are price action traders. And when you get into understanding price action, you are definitely in a better position than using all of these indicators, all of these bots, because these things pick up on what's happening late. So that's like waiting on the news to prepare for the trade. The move already happened. So you got to just take your time and get over what you think is difficult and learn this skill set. I keep telling people it's easy because it's repeatable. It's something that happens over and over again. Once you get over this thought of, oh, I don't know what this is. Oh, graph. Oh, math. Then you'll be in a better position because we do not use that much math, man. It's basic addition, basic multiplication, like really basic math. Everything else is that woman or that guy in the mirror. That's what the problem is, not this chart. It's you, man. So if you ever operated a forklift, you can trade. Shit. Anything where you just do the same thing over again. You played a video game, you can trade. We're gonna trap price on gold. And what I mean by that is I showed you guys the market moves in different stages. Okay, so the first stage is an uptrend, second stage downtrend, and we also have consolidation. If you want to make trading easy for you, I'm fucking those words up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. We got to take a little second. We still a winner. Hold on. Give me the win.
Win.
I'm fucking them words up, but we still winners. Now let me try this again. All right. We have uptrends, we have downtrends, we also have consolidation, okay? If you learn how to trap price when it's in consolidation and simply paste an alert above and below it, you'll put yourself in a better chance to win consistently, okay? So what you don't want to do is when you see price in consolidation, because that's the theme, learn what not to do when trading. You don't want to get happy and just start pushing down buttons and shooting your shot at everything. So for new traders, until you get confident in your processes, consolidation for you is a no trade zone. Stay away from it, okay? Stay away from it. We want to wait till we get a break above. And while we're right here, and since I told you those things, I'm going to give you the solution. I'm not just going to tell you some shit and move past it. So this is the solution, okay? You're in consolidation. Stay the hell away from it. Now, you want to wait until you get a clear break above consolidation. The more candles you have above it, the stronger the likelihood of it playing out will be. As soon as price pulls back to retest the broken resistance level, you're going to place your buy, okay? Now, as far as setting up your entry and your exit, let me put this down here. Your entry will be, no, let me put it right here. Your entry will be right here, right at that broken resistance level. Your target, at least a 1 to 3, or go to the next level of resistance. And as far as your stop loss, you can put it slightly underneath that level that you just broke. So in most cases, it's going to give you a better risk reward than 1 to 3. But as far as the minimum, that's what you should be looking for. So, and this is for the people that are already trading. If you are not trading and you want to start, but you don't know where to begin, head over to our website, ProfitTakersEU.com. Hit that courses tab. Okay. It's going to bring up this window. Fill out your info and go ahead and take that free 9-day course. I'm going to show you how to set up your demo account, your live account, teach you how to place trades, monitor trades. That way you can go green with the team and learn how to make profits without being present. Hold on, we got something over here. Yeah, man, thanks for the advice. I'll consider it. Oh, no problem, man. No problem. Again, this is really, how can I say this? I'm doing this shit because I really care, bro. When I started, I paid about $3,500 to learn how to trade, and I had 2 classes, 8 hours each. So in 2 cram sessions, I got 40 years worth of material from an individual without him actually showing me how to apply any of the fucking concepts that he gave me. Now, that doesn't mean that something was wrong with the material. It was golden. But if I give you gold and there's nowhere you can spend it, then shit, at the moment it's worthless. So that's how I felt with my journey, by giving the gold and not actually giving the application. So I structured everything on my end differently. We focus more on the application than the material itself. And with that approach, you fully understand what you're doing, and it's easier for me to duplicate myself as being a great analyst, because that's what I want for you guys. I want you guys to have freedom. I fucking hate work. I hated those jobs. I hated all of the time that it used to take me away from my family. So I reached to create a new route. And in doing so, I put together a beautiful system, and I'm willing to share it. Now, there are levels, of course, but I can give you guys a lot for free without hurting anything as far as my company. So that's why we're doing this, man. I care. Big V, he called me Twister. Oh, yeah, I was eating that word up, boy. It's all good. So as of right now, the only thing we looked at was a couple of these USD pairs. Now look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's just damn beautiful. So our original trade setup on USD JPY, we entered here after this retest, and this was a 1-to-8 trade setup for us. So another big win. Excuse me. Now, I noticed that price was moving in this upward channel. So what happened as soon as it tested the bottom part, which is support, this thing took off. All right. So we got a 1-to-3 coming up, and this was another limit order. Okay. So limit order, pretty much you just set it. Excuse me. You set the order. When the market comes up, if it hits your trade, it activates. So that's what I mean by making profits without being present. So now we are also in profit on another trade setup. And again, this was just from last night doing some homework. So USD JPY is in profit. If this thing does not break these highs, we will see a break of this low, and we'll head to our other take profit areas. So right now, TP1 was already hit. TP2, you're hiding? Okay, TP2 is right here. Oh yeah, right here at the low. So let's set an alert for TP2, and we want to see how this thing plays out. So again, right now we got 3 winning trade setups. And if you guys were to show up last night in our charting session, you'll be able to take advantage of these trades too. You'll be winning with us, okay? I am going to post the updated schedule on my Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, as well as in our Facebook group. Excuse me. That way you guys will know the exact times I'm getting on, TP Sniper's getting on. We also got a couple analysts that are joining the team. I have the schedule available for everybody. We will stream on everything, so you'll see me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok coming soon. Also YouTube, okay? But in order to get the recordings from these sessions, you have to join our Facebook group. Outside of that, it's just going to be, one and done. But the recordings are all saved in our Facebook group. All right, cool. So let me just set an alert right here on USD JPY. And what other trade were we looking at? USD CAD. Oh, shit. Okay. USD CAD really just hit our entry. Okay, I didn't set TPs for this trade either. So same concept. That's why I can set these TPs so fast, because we're just looking at structural levels. All right, cool. Now, I did not put the limit order on this. So let me go ahead and get this trade in right now. You guys give me a second. He said, yeah, man, I'm going to eat. I don't know if I'll catch the live after eating. All right, no problem, guy, man. I'm glad you jumped on, man. I appreciate you. So be safe. This definitely won't be the last, so you'll definitely have another opportunity to hop on with us. So you guys give me a few moments. I'm not actually going anywhere, but I am going to place those trades. So I have them in USD CAD. What is that? 30-minute time frame. Sales. All right, TP. Man, that is a crazy entry right there, bro. That's beautiful. Man, when you can find entries like that on the indices, you a bad man. Where's that stop? Above that right shoulder. All right, let's go. Okay, you guys, I am done. Okay, so I believe that's it with our trade setup. So every trade setup that we got, we are up in profit on. We did some work last night. Oh yeah, we did some work last night. So right now we got all dubs, no lessons, baby. So let's go ahead and celebrate those wins.
Win. Curve everything.
I don't want to hear that whole song. Just win. Call my name, goddamn. Infinite wins. Let's go. So right now, let me pull up this thing for you guys, okay? Let's go ahead and I want to show you this presentation about risk reward and help you guys out. So give me a few moments. You guys are lucky today. Let me see. Where is this? Where is it? All right, cool. Here we go. Now, the only other time you'll be able to see this presentation is if you join our hybrid live event. So it's either going to be online during a live stream or in person. All right, so really quick, let's run through this thing. Now, this is the importance of risk management, which is a big hit on your discipline, okay? Definitely got to be disciplined to risk properly. But whether you're in a bull market or you're in a bear market, we want to have risk requirements for each of our trade setups. No matter which direction the market is going in, there's still a key thing that you have to keep in mind, and that's protecting yourself. Now, with our risk requirements, the minimum risk reward ratio we want to see on a trade is 1 to 3. And I'm going to show you why this is so powerful in a few. Okay? Now, what this does, it'll put you in a position to compound and win more over time. Too many traders try to hit the home run with every fucking trade. I'm going to win 1,000% plus dollars, so I'm gonna make $1 million with every trade. And I thought that too. So I'm not laughing at you like you're doing a bad thing. It's just funny how we can see a vehicle and, you know, middle finger, say fuck all of those steps. I want everything that I feel I deserve right now. And it doesn't work like that. Okay. So compounding puts you in that position where you get consistent wins, no matter what the size of that win is. All right, so let's compound those accounts. And I want to show you this just from risking 3% and looking to bring in 1 to 3, how quickly you can actually grow. So we could either look at this as days, because you definitely can get a 1 to 3 trade setup every day, okay, with something. So let's say you started with this 1288. The risk is 3%, so it's showing you how much that would be, and this is your profit gain. So if you do that successfully, just bringing in 9%, after 12 days, you completely flipped your account. So over 100% return just off a 3% risk, bringing in a 9% gain. So it's this power and the discipline that puts you in a position to be a winner consistently. Okay. And this is the power of 3. So with that chart, we show that we're going to risk 3% to get that 9% gain. All right. Now let's take 3 trades at 3%, and I want to show you how powerful this thing can get. So let's say out of those 10 trades that we take, we're sticking to that risk reward ratio of 1 to 3 on every trade setup, being disciplined. Now, this is the fun part. You can win as little as 40% of your trades and still be a profitable trader. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but this is the part where that simple math comes in. Okay? If you take 6 lessons, we don't call them losses, because out of every trade that you quote unquote lose, you should be looking at that trade setup to see exactly what you missed, whether you followed your rules, if it was a user error as far as your discipline, or was it something that held you back as far as your technicals. Once you self-reflect and understand that loss, it's no longer a loss, it's a lesson, and that's how you continue to grow as a trader. Being able to self-reflect and safely correct yourself without beating yourself up for a perceived mistake. So if you get 6 lessons at 3%, that's only 18% that you lose on your total balance. Okay? Now let's say after, and no, I don't know too many people that's going to lose 6 trades in a row unless you are just losing your mind. You fell completely into greed, you're revenge trading, and you just went nuts. But if you are approaching the market from an educated standpoint, making sure that you do your due diligence before each trade, I doubt that you'll lose 6 in a row. But just for this example, you lose those 6 trades, so you have those 6 lessons, and you only lose 18%. From here, you have 4 wins, bringing in a 9% gain. That puts you ahead, will put you up 36%. And if you see what that difference is from what you won and what you missed out on from those lessons, you are still up 18%, making you a profitable trader from only winning 40%. And pretty much look at it like an NBA shooter. From the 3-point, if you hitting 40%, you are that guy. Pass him the ball. Same thing with trading. You guys get caught up in wanting to be right. Okay? I'm going to be frank. No one gives a fuck about being right. It's all about making money. And when you have that understanding, if you see that you made an error as far as your technicals, close that trade setup. This is not a battle with your ego. This is a process of generational wealth, personal development, and you being that new piece that's going to save your family. And instability with your emotions won't get you there. So this shit is bigger than you and your feelings and your ego. Get over it. Close that trade and get on the winning side. So for an example, TP and I, we looked at a trade set up earlier this week, pound AUD. He thought it would go a little higher than expected, and it didn't. He didn't let that shut him down and have him spiraling into despair. He said, okay, I'm going to trust myself and see where this setup goes. But when he saw that it was going against him, he got in it going into the right direction. And it sounds simple, but that is the hardest thing for traders when they first start off. You guys, you cannot marry your analytics. You got to let it go. And how you do anything is how you do everything. So that is probably a part that you're dealing with in more than just trading. But let's keep moving. So what's holding you back from tapping into this type of flow? Is it the excitement of winning these trades? You becoming what you wanted to become, or obtaining all of the things that you wanted from trading? Or is it fear of missing out? Okay? These are two of the biggest reasons that you're running into that. But no matter which side you're on as far as the reason, it all boils down to one thing that we cover within our mindset series, and it's called the trick. All right? So the trick is when you're being a extremist. Now let's go into it. So you can either be an extremist of the past. And what does this mean? You're holding on to your past losses or lessons, and that's creating fear for you. Or you're over projecting on your trades, like thinking, like I said, it's going to go to the moon every time you enter a trade. Okay? And when you do that, it also creates fear from your greed. All right? And you can be an extremist of the present, only focusing on your desires and not what the market is doing. So being completely unaware. Oh, today I set a goal to make 750. Everything is showing me that this trade is falling, but I'm just going to buy. That's being an extremist of the present. So the trick is, no matter which direction you're an extremist of, it all leads you to the exact same place: anxiety and fear. Okay? So ignoring those lessons makes it harder for you to execute on the next trade because you don't trust yourself. When you are over projecting from being an extremist of the future, and you start closing your trades too soon, and that greed produces anxiety and fear, making it hard for you to trust yourself. And being an extremist of the present, only focusing on your desires, you're ignoring the lessons from the past. You are missing out on what could happen from you being inspired by your future, and it's all putting you in a position where it's hard for you to execute on that next trade setup. All right, so being an extremist distorts your ability to perceive information from the market. And what I mean by that is everything in front of you could be telling you to stop and go the opposite direction. But with you being focused on those other concepts, you miss what's right in front of you. So how do we fix it? $1 million question. I see we got a couple people over here in this chat section. So I'm gonna ask a question while we're right here. What do you think we could do to fix it? How could we fix it? We got a couple people on YouTube, some up here on Facebook, some on Instagram. Somebody get active with me and engage. How do you think you can fix a problem like that? I'll give you guys a couple seconds before we move on. Somebody talk to me. Talk back to me. How can we fix it? Mindset. Yeah, that's a good one. Good. So let's see. All right. So this is how we could fix this thing. Now, you want to use those things, that fear and that excitement, to your advantage. Now, versus being a slave to that fear, what we'll do instead is use self-reflection to analyze our lessons. Once we analyze those lessons, that will increase our focus. And as far as that excitement, hold on to that excitement. I need you to keep that excitement because that's going to help you, but only if you have balance. So we'll use those visualizations. Oh, God. Visualizations that you got has for that success or that financial freedom, that time freedom, being able to do exactly what you feel you want to do. We'll use those visualizations to create inspiration, okay? Because there has to be something bigger than you to keep you in this field when things begin to get tough for you. And what is this going to allow you to do? Learning from those past lessons and holding on to that vision of the future, holding on to that image until we create exactly what that is. That balance is going to allow you to approach the game with a different perspective. Now, there's another part of this presentation that I didn't give you guys, and it's about understanding who you are and who you want to become. So a concept that we use is starting at the end to create the new. And that's exactly what I'm talking about here. So when you hold on to those visualizations of you already making exactly what it is you want to make or that you feel you're deserving of, then you start the game with the thought process that it's already done. This should alleviate you from all of that anxiety, all of that fear, once you have that in mind. Because with this in mind, you begin to trust the process. So when you begin your journey of trading or personal development with the thought process that it's already done, once you figure out the things that it's going to take for you to get to that next level, this is your starting position. The only thought that you should have is that it's already yours. And when you approach anything that you're trying to create with these two feelings, not that, what if it doesn't? But that's easy for you though. What about me? You got to get rid of all of that shit. The middle part of the journey does not matter when you embody these concepts into your paradigm. It's already done. It's already yours. Then no matter what type of ups and downs you face, you're going to run through them. All right. So balance is your ability to live in the now with no opportunities wasted. Okay. So I'll go ahead and close out this session on this note. All right. So that was completely unexpected. That is only for our live events, but we had quite a few people jumping on, engaging with us. And again, like I said, I want to see you guys grow. I don't care if it's just in trading, or some other avenue. I want you to grow in everything, but that starts to grow in life first, growing with your mindset, being able to maneuver and better control your emotions. Okay. So thank you guys for hopping on. Again, if you want to begin that journey with us, head over to our website, ProfitTakersEU.com, and go to that courses tab. Hit free courses. We do give you guys access to our free trial for structure breaking. That mindset piece is going to put you exactly where you need to be. And our free trading course to help you set up your demo account, your live account. And that way, when you see me live trading, you'll be able to hop on and make money with me. No joke. All right. But this is the piece that you have to take more serious than anything, your mindset. Along with our mindset series, we have our journal to go along with it, because after you align those thoughts, the next step is speaking it, believing it, and letting that produce actions that will get you to that next level. So brain heart coherence is the thing that you guys are missing out on. Outside of that mindset piece, we have our books available on Amazon. This book, 6 Steps to Trading with Consistent Results, covers all of the concepts that I give you in our charting sessions and in our live sessions. And we also have a few log books, one for Forex, crypto indices, and commodities. And we also have one for options. They help you not only log those trade setups, but also help you track your emotional state in the process of executing those trade setups, which is the most important part. All right. Outside of that, we have our merch. So you guys support the vision, support the dream, support the team, and remember that you're only one trade away from living. Why fight to stay the same?
Okay.
And y'all stay in with me. Every night we gonna play this Getting Off. This is your affirmation. Speak that shit into existence.